What's good, internet? How we doing today? I'm here to show you how I made my Kaz Kaan wig. Shout out to Blackie Chan too for reaching out to me for a request for this video. Alright, I'm gonna be real right now. Some of you have names that are quite clever and make me laugh. So I want to let you know that I see you and I appreciate how clever you are. Alright, back to the task at hand. As you can see here, I am laying down the already pre-made dreads. Now, a lot of people have been asking me exactly how those were made, and what they are actually just crochet dreads that were already pre-made and bought off of Amazon, and which I'll go ahead and make sure that I add the link to the description for you guys to see what exactly are used here. Now, these particular dreads were an ombre from black to pink, which is why you can see some bits of gray-ish on some of the dreads in that massive freaking pile of dreads beside me. I couldn't find any that were full pink, and there was plenty of pink on each of the dreads for me to make the jump and buy random crap I've never seen in real life from the internet. I believe it was 3 packs. Yeah, I think it was 3 packs because I get paranoid and thinking that I won't have enough to complete my project. So take that bit of knowledge however you want to. All right, once I had all of the pink cut off, I cut some in half and some in quarters and just made sure to keep them in piles together because Lord knows that sifting through a big box with a crap ton of dreads makes for fun time. That was sarcasm. It actually sucks though. Okay, I'm lining them up in a long row as straight as I can and as close together as I can so I don't have any holes in between them that I would have to fill in later. Once I'm satisfied or frankly tired of straightening the line of dreads because I just want to get it over with, I just take my glue gun and I ran a horizontal line near the top of the dread. Now I will say, to make it easier on yourself, get the Gorilla Hot glue sticks because I used regular ones for my wig and people were tracing my steps with random trails of dreads left behind me at this con like it was a trail of breadcrumbs. You can find them at Walmart and they come in both mini and more to love sizes. As you can see, my gun is extra thick, so I'm extremely happy that they come in both sizes. Now my desk has a smooth top. Make sure to hold the dreads in place because the tape will rip off and take some of the hair with it. The goal is no bald spots. No bald spots. No time for tape snatching pieces of hair like that. It's disrespectful. All right, as you can see, I'm sitting here and I'm fanning it right now because I'm just trying to get it to hurry up and dry. Just trying to get it to hurry up and dry. Once it's pretty secure, I have some tabs there that on the side that I'm just double checking to make sure if it's still malleable or if it's finally cooled off. Now, once it is cooled off, I can peel it off. So you just peel it off your smooth surface, take your time with it, and boom! You made yourself a weft. Look at that. Look at it moving there. It's like slowly but surely, patience goes a long way. Patience goes a long way. But check it out. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the best part. Just that sweet release off the table. It's so nice. Now, I'm sure you can use parchment paper. I'm sure parchment paper is fine too if you don't have a smooth surface or a desk like mine. Just make sure that you test it before you jump the gun to just start making stuff. Just make sure. Just make sure. You don't want to just automatically just start going in there and then it sticks to your desk and then you're pulling off piece of desk. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that at all. But yeah, here you go. Here's actually the first weft of how I show you how I made it. Well, and then I just added it to that giant pile next to me. Now, when you continue this process, make sure that all the gray bits, when you come across them, are pointed up. When the wig is presented, all you see is just a sea of glorious pink. And it's just so nice. It's just so nice. So when you're going, you're whipping your hair all the way through a con, nobody will see the gray parts. Nobody will see the gray parts, and it'll be great. It'll be so great. All right, so it's basically just the same process when you're making this weft. You go ahead, you draw the line of glue, you let it dry, you do your own thing. So once you get really comfortable with it, you can start doing two like I did, just to go ahead and get that process a little bit faster. And I know it's tedious, but you get the payoff. You get the payoff. So just take your time with it. Make sure you're working with it and just make sure you're doing everything correctly. Take that extra step just to look at what you're doing and just to be extra careful with it. And I'm about to cut that big gray part off on that top one, so don't worry about it. It's not too bad. Cutting all the extra strays of hair and hot glue off just so it's still nice and presentable. It's not too straight, but I kind of like it that way because Kaz always seems like he's too cool for uh, too straight of dreads, you know what I mean? So I go ahead and I have them kind of looking real nice. It's looking real nice now. But that is actually how I made my wefts. So add your wig, add your decapitated mannequin head to your favorite wig stand. You can get them at $4. For $4 from Amazon. Make your life easier. Get the stand. Ain't no need to be struggling with crushing your wig heads between your knees while you're trying to style. It's not a good look for anybody involved. Now start laying down your quarter cut dreads at the crown of your wig or the bottom tab, basically. Because his hair is so thick in the show, I layered them all pretty close together. So take your time. Add a little bit of glue at a time. Slowly attach the wefts to the cap. There's no need to rush this part. And if you see any holes where you could add a dread or two, do it. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time, and you also have plenty to work with. You do. I still have extra. It's not a full third or it's not a full pack left, but because I stuffed a lot of dreads in this wig. I'm telling you that right now. But you still have a lot of wiggle room if you do what I did. And also, before you add your cap, don't do what I did. Before you add your cap to your wig head, make sure you add some cellophane or something unlike me, because prying that off sucks. And make sure it's a sturdy wig. It's a sturdy wig cap used to make wigs, and not the ones that you wear to protect your wig from the oils in your hair. You need that structure, yo, especially for something like this. All right, now continue working your way up by creating a U shape around your head with the wefts that you've created. Your final row of quarter dreads should be the piece that rests on top of the tabs by your ear, like this right here. Make sure that they're even and then just get the gluing. Make sure you're still sticking with that U shape or else it'll still look weird. If you start from the top, it'll end up looking, it'll just be strange. This way, you can evenly cover the most surface area of your wig cap. It may take some getting used to, but I normally use this almost row technique, I guess you would call it, when I put in my braids. So it seems like it's less effort for me as opposed to someone learning. So take your time. You know, you got this. You got this. So I'm just attaching it here to that area right above my ear. And this is your final quarter section. So you're good. So now let's upgrade to the longer dreads and wait for it. Stick to making sure you glue them down and continue that U shape around your wig. As you continue laying them down, it'll be easier just to chop off those bits of extra glue nubs and strays you don't like as you keep it moving. So that's no problem. Just keep it moving. Now I am adding some extra hair to one side of the wig because it seems as if we have to get closer to, as we get closer to the top and looking at the hair in the show, his natural part is at a jaunty angle, if you will. These rich bachelors, man, always so fashion forward. I added a half of a U of wefts to one side to make sure the center is a bit more off kilter instead of right in the middle. Just so, you know, you have that still, that extra bit of bump on one side. So it'll look real nice. It's gonna look real nice. All right, I folded a weft in half where the wrong side was facing outwards when I was holding it. My glue line looks like it's right above my thumb when I folded it. Glue the absolute tippy top of the weft and press down on the desk. If you want them sealed together as best as you can, just be careful when using hot glue. As cosplayers, we get many battle scars from our hot glue guns. No need to add more. All right. Once you're done, flip that sucker over and plant it on your wig. Boom! Instant part. Check it out. It looks so good. All right. So now we go ahead, we add some extra glue to it. Press down firmly on where you want it placed. And I have it, I'm just taking my time, and then just press it down and then flip that sucker over. And it's so nice. All right, adjust accordingly. Adjust your part and your dreads accordingly, because this is the part where everybody's going to see, and you don't want it looking not fabulous. You are fabulous. You deserve nothing less. Add extra glue to certain parts and make sure the top is secure. And if you are paranoid like me, check it a million times to make sure it actually works. Clean it up a bit. Cut some extra dreads off if you need to. Add some extra back in a different way. Get those angles. Get your glue nubs out of there and finalize your look. I'm here. I'm just triple checking yet again. I see some holes here in the back where I'm trying to smooth it out just to go ahead and see. Just add extra glue here and there because I see there's a couple there. What are you doing? Get back on that cat. So that's going to be secured down just so it's nicely placed. I'm probably going to add more in a second. And then just triple check your stuff. You see there's a couple of holes in the front here, as well as there are some a little bit in the back, but I really like the overall look of it. So I'm just going to be adding a couple of extra dreads. No problem. I got plenty. We gonna make this work. We gonna make it work. So I added a few more at the top there, just so it still has that really nice anime-esque look when it kind of pokes out on the side there. But there's still some holes. There's still some holes. But overall, it's looking really nice. So as I have finally reached the final point, it's time to finalize the wig. It's time. After I keep petting it because I'm so obsessed with how it looks. I absolutely love it. So after all this, I took one final dread. And then what I did is that I unraveled it, as you're about to see here. You see here, like there's still little bits of fuzz there now. And you're about to see how I'm about to do that. I'm double checking again because, again, I'm paranoid. I like to make sure there are no holes. But just take a dread, unravel it, and just add the bits on your part. So just start like prying it apart there. And I took my glue gun here and heated up the glue that was already showing and used that as an anchor to place my loose hair. Made sure that if any was sticking up too much, just ravel it around the dreads that are already there. So yeah, that's really the end, and this is the final product. Tedious. The results came out pretty legit if I do say so myself. Make sure to share and hit the bell notifications to get notified, as well as follow me on my social media. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.